It was a hot summer day, and the sun hung high in the cloudless sky. The 4th of July festivities were in full swing, with families gathering in the park to celebrate. I had always loved this holiday, filled with laughter, fireworks, and the sweet smell of barbecue. Little did I know that this year would be different, that this 4th of July would become a true nightmare. As the sun began to set, casting an orange glow across the town, my friends and I decided to explore an old abandoned house. Its weathered walls stood as a testament to its forgotten past. It was rumored to be haunted, but we laughed off the stories as mere superstition. With flashlights in hand, we cautiously stepped through the creaking front door, the hinges groaning in protest. The air inside was heavy and stagnant, as if the house had been holding its breath for decades. Shadows danced on the walls, creating eerie patterns that sent shivers down my spine. We ascended the rickety staircase, each step echoing through the empty halls. The second floor was even more dilapidated than the first, with cracked windows and peeling wallpaper. It felt as though the house itself was decaying, mirroring the decay of the souls who once dwelled within. Suddenly, a gust of wind extinguished our flashlights, plunging us into darkness. Panic set in as we fumbled for our phones, desperate for any source of light. As the screens illuminated our surroundings, we noticed a faint glow emanating from a room at the end of the hallway. Curiosity overpowered our fear, drawing us toward the mysterious glow. The door creaked open, revealing a small attic room bathed in an otherworldly light. In the center of the room stood a weathered rocking chair, swaying back and forth on its own accord. As we approached, a feeling of unease settled over us. The air turned icy, chilling us to the core. The rocking chair ceased its movement, and a voice whispered from the shadows, "Leave this place before it consumes your souls." Terror seized us as we turned to flee, but the door slammed shut, trapping us inside. The room was now bathed in an ethereal glow, and the walls seemed to close in around us. Whispers filled the air, growing louder with each passing moment. The room transformed before our eyes. The rocking chair became a specter, a ghostly figure swaying back and forth. Its eyes glowed with an unearthly light, and its mouth opened wide, emitting a bone-chilling scream. The walls pulsated, revealing grotesque faces etched into the wallpaper. In a desperate attempt to escape, we screamed for help, pounding on the door with all our might. But our cries fell on deaf ears, drowned out by the haunting melody of the 4th of July fireworks outside. The celebration masked our terror, concealing our impending doom. Time lost all meaning as we were trapped in that haunted room, surrounded by malevolent spirits. We could feel their icy fingers grazing our skin, their presence suffocating us. The whispers grew louder, filling our minds with dark thoughts and nightmarish visions. Just as we were about to succumb to madness, the door swung open, revealing the terrified faces of our friends. They had finally managed to break through the barrier that held us captive. With their help, we stumbled out of the room, collapsing on the floor in a mixture of relief and exhaustion. As we left the abandoned house behind, we knew we had narrowly escaped a fate worse than death. The 4th of July, once a day of celebration, had become a night of unimaginable horror. We vowed never to return to that cursed place, carrying the weight of our terrifying experience with us forever. The true horror of that 4th of July would forever haunt our memories, serving as a chilling reminder that not all stories are meant to be laughed off as mere superstition. From that day forward, the 4th of July took on a different meaning for us. It was no longer a joyful occasion, but a solemn reminder of the darkness that lurked beneath the surface. The fireworks that once brought us joy now seemed to ignite the flames of our fear, their explosions echoing the screams that had filled that haunted room. We tried to move on, to find solace in the embrace of normalcy, but the horrors we had witnessed continued to haunt our dreams. The ghostly figures and the haunting whispers followed us, a constant reminder that the line between the living and the dead was not as solid as we once believed. Years passed, and the scars of that night began to fade, but they were never truly gone. The 4th of July became a day of reflection, a time to remember the friends we lost to that house of horrors. Their voices echoed in the wind, a reminder that the true terrors of that night were not confined to the walls of a dilapidated house. To this day, whenever the 4th of July rolls around, I can't help but feel a shiver crawls down my spine. The celebrations and fireworks may mask the horrors that lie beneath, but I know the truth. The true 4th of July horror story is etched in my memory, a chilling tale of a night when laughter turned to screams, and innocence gave way to darkness.